In this country, we waste 6.6 million tonnes of food a year, and 3/4 of that is actually edible. The average household is throwing away the value of £70 worth of food per month. But we can change that. Hi, I'm Sarah Moore, and welcome to my kitchen. Hi, I'm Sarah Moore, and I'm here at home in my kitchen, and I'm going to demonstrate some recipes to show you how to use up your food waste and how to make your ingredients go further. Along the way, I'm going to drop in various little tips, drawing on my chef experience. So these are not specifically recipes to follow to the letter. They're more like ideas to show you how to use up your leftovers and languishing vegetables. I'm going to make a grain salad, and I've chosen to use brown rice. So I have cooked off some brown rice which we ate last night, and then I've got some left over, which is invariably the case. And with rice, you need to cool it down quickly and put it in the fridge, which is what I've done here. You could use a couscous, you could use white rice, you could use pasta. I mean, you can literally use any grain you like. So for this dressing, I'm going to put a little bit of ginger in. I'm just grating it. Just going to take about half a teaspoon, I would say that is. And just put that aside, and then I'm going to convert over to this bigger grater, and I'm going to grate all of it, because again, this is very much supporting the idea of don't just stop by using precisely what you need. It's actually more efficient to use all of this. And then I have got a little bag of ginger that I keep in the freezer, and I'm just simply going to add this to it. And when I want ginger next time, I can just literally snap some off and put it into my curry, or this case a dressing. So with this rice salad, I'm going to make a dressing using rapeseed oil. Rapeseed oil is a good all-rounder. For salad dressings, I would use usually olive oil is the first thing I reach for. Olive oil or nut oils, hazelnut oil, which are beautiful and very expensive, but you only need a little bit. I wouldn't ever use those kind of oils to fry an egg in or fry potatoes in, because it's quite simply wasted. And then I'm going to put a little bit of sesame oil in it, soya sauce, and then the lemon juice that I squeezed the other day and need to use up is ready to be used. I'm going to put in a little garlic. I'm probably only going to put in 1/4 teaspoon's worth. So it's 2 parts oil, 1 part of acid. That's meaning lemon juice or vinegar. So I'm going to just use my eye and estimate that, which will... There. You can, sometimes people use their fingers, 2 fingers of oil, 1 of the lemon juice or vinegar. Then salt, always salt and pepper. And then I'm going to give it a good shake. I'm just adding a little bit of sesame oil here, like 1 teaspoon, that's all it needs, because it goes so far. And some soy sauce, 2 teaspoons probably. Okay, so I've now got a salad dressing. I think it's really gorgeous. I can smell the sesame and the soy sauce. So now I've got one little tip. We very often have things like seeds, sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds, languishing in the store cupboard and not being used. So I want to show you something that will inspire you to perhaps use them more. So I'm going to toast them. So put those in there, and I'm going to really wait now until I hear them popping. Okay, so the seeds are starting to pop. Can you hear them? So now they're jumping around, and I'm going to add the soya sauce. Right, this is going to be exciting, right? Teaspoon, 2 teaspoons in the end. I'm going to let that boil. let that evaporate. So the soy sauce is now all cooked out of that. So you can use this in many different ways. To be honest, that's a very nice snack to give kids. All right, now we're going to put the salad together. When you're doing something like this, get in a nice big roomy bowl. And I'm going to give the salad dressing one more shake. And I'm going to put the dressing into the bowl. I think you're much better off doing it that way. Okay, so I've used about half of it. Then I'm going to put the grains in, whatever grains they are, or pasta. And then the blanched vegetables. Oh, and our carrots. And all the lovely juices that came out of that cooking. Now mix it all around. It looks really beautiful. So in go the seeds. Now the seeds are just going to add a nice little crunch and a little burst of umami with the soy sauce. There we go. Now I am going to actually, because I've got this beautiful bunch of parsley, I'm just going to put a spoon of that in it. One of the things that's a really important tip is to change the water regularly. So I've kept it in this cup of water. I would say if you're changing the water regularly and keeping it fresh, certainly 5-6 days. So for this, I'm just going to take a handful and then I'm going to chop it. And coriander would be beautiful in this. In fact, coriander would be my first choice, but we don't have that. We have this, and it will be all the better for it. In with parsley. And I think that that's going to be really tasty. Now this will be perfect to really have with the soup. The idea of these little tricks, you know, when you toast these pumpkin seeds, add some soy sauce, you're almost tackling the waste before it's happened, because it's really unlikely you're going to throw that away. When you start to add all these different things up, you will, without doubt, reduce your food waste. The grating of the ginger, so that you don't have that little woody piece left, or you know, you might cook a little bit more adventurously by having things lined up for you, like the garlic in the jar, and the green beans or the green vegetables blanched off and in the fridge, just moments from being ready. Now this really is something that was made up of things that might honestly have ended up being thrown away, but it's by thinking differently about your ingredients. Yeah, I want you to eat that.